Good afternoon, listeners. I'm Colleen, Hamilton's son died. And you're listening to the Colonel Podcast, the finest in satirical and ridiculous news on the web, or at least on our specific website. Our standards aren't high, but our writers might be.
And I'm Colleen, the sequel. Let's get right to the news.
Hey, I saw you guys didn't write me in as an anchor, so I just thought I'd come in.
Shut the fuck up, Grant. Go back to your corner.
Okay.
In campus news, students are encouraged to donate to Big Blue Scalp, UK's campus-wide skin drive. All proceeds will benefit No Pants Blue this February, so get ready to donate. We have a representative here from the Kentucky Flesh Center, Sandy Cunningham, to walk you through the process. Hi, Sandy. How are you doing today?
Well, howdy, everyone. Howdy to you especially. You have such lovely skin.
Please stop stroking my neck.
Yeah.
Please.
But there's something else, too. A slight tinge of infection? A faint whiff of pus? So lovely.
Please stop.
Anyway, proceeds from this event will benefit No Pants Blue, where participants suffer from friction. Our numbers indicate that up to 74% of participants are in need of new skin after engaging in 24 sensual hours of fundraising, and your donation can help them not die this time.
Where do you take the skin donations from?
My skin.
That is my clavicle, ma'am.
Sandy, is that a seam around the rim of your face?
I don't know what you're implying.
There is distinct stitching around your face. I don't think that's your real face at all. I wonder what happens if I grab your nose and pull.
Bridget, no, remember what happened to the last guest?
It's Spooky Sam.
It's all an elaborate front.
Anyway, the UK Student Directory has now updated its annals. Updated its annals to include embarrassing Facebook photos of you. That selfie from your emo phase in middle school, only clicks away. That picture where you're in the background picking your nose, listed right under your email. Campus officials indicated that this shift will prevent students from escaping their past. We just want you to always be associated with your worst memories, said Representative Marcy Garfunkel. That way you complain about the university less. We have also received reports that some math nerds have developed an algorithm to find the worst pick almost instantaneously.
And now for a special word from our very own President Eli Catapult. Eli. Can I call you Eli? Awesome. What did you want to share with our glorious campus?
In an old UK campus, all covered with spines, were several locations where students died. All equally shitty, with hellish long lines. The newest one was Madeline.
Wait, does this mean La Madeline is open?
Please save all questions for the end.
But, Baguette.
An excellent point.
In 2 straight lines were students fed and brushed their teeth and went to bed.
This is becoming less and less dining related.
Fuck you, are you a poet?
Literally, yes.
Bugger off.
Is our president suddenly British?
Fine, whatever. I give up on the rhythm scheme. The point is, you're never actually getting to eat at La Madeline. It's like Panera, but funnier because we actually even built this one, and it's still just as disappointing. I laugh because it's funny. Because you're all tiny ants to me.
Thank you for your time, sir, and especially thank you for comparing Grant and Bridget to ants. I've been saying it for years.
Rude. Yet I cannot deny it. And now back to the news. We have just received an urgent UK alert which we are obligated to read on air. Oh, did you try to opt out of the service? JK, bruh, you had to opt in for class registration. Anyway, in the interest of public safety, everyone on campus must be alerted to the fact that Colleen has a rash. Irrational!
No, really, it's fine.
No, actually, it's particularly repulsive. Sorry, Colleen, just reading what the alert says. Impressive that it preemptively rebutted your denial, though. It goes into more detail if you'd like to hear.
Don't rash out at us, Colleen.
In other news, class registration for the spring 2016 semester is now open, and UK has asked us to read off the changes to the schedule from last semester. Falconry 347 will not be available this semester as the professors have exceeded their maximum student death rate threshold. As a safer and far more satisfying alternative, the ornithology department is offering Falcon P 347 instead.
Cockroach farming, the lifestyle, has already reached its cap of students within the first hour of scheduling, so they've extended the maximum class size from 200 to 300 seats to accommodate more students' true passions.
The Theology 239 class, How to Actually Use Your Religion and Morals to Help Others Instead of Bitching About Coffee Cup Designs, has been canceled due to both lack of interest and people refusing to believe it was possible.
And finally, Psych 851 has been added to the curriculum, which psychology professors say has definitely nothing at all, to do with the aliens seen over California and running sketchy psych experiments on them in the sub basement. And his brief vacation to California last week is merely a coincidence. So, check out that course schedule as soon as possible to find the best options for you.
And now, here with us today as a returning guest is renowned founding father and inventor of both electricity and women, Alexander Hamilton. Alex, welcome back to Colonel Studios.
Glad to be here. You should really install a Tesla coil, which I invented.
We'll get right on that.
And it is also I, the arch-nemesis of Alexander Hamilton.
Aaron Burr?
Sir?
Is that you?
What? No, it is clearly I, Alexander Spamilton.
Be gone from this place, foul demon.
Alex, stop performing exorcisms on the guest stars.
You cannot tell me what to do, mortal.
Mr. Hamilton, sir. What are your thoughts on the recent GOP debate and the various candidates within?
Well, as the good book says, we hold these truths to be self-evident that these three things will increase your penis.
What good book are you even referencing?
You spite me, miscreant.
And not even increase the size? Just increase it? I don't want that at all.
We, the people, in order to form a more perfect union, need to help the Nigerian prince down on his luck by increasing his penis.
I'm seeing a trend here and I do not like it.
I will do you right here and now, Spamilton. I got nothing to lose. My son is dead.
A great way to fight is by clicking this definitely not a virus link and then increasing your penis. Doctors hate it.
Let's have a word from our sponsors.
Reduce belly penis now with
Our actual sponsors?
We here at H&R Block would like to present our latest project, H&R S&M. H&R S&M is here to whip your finances into shape. We'll tie up all those loose ends on your tax returns. We'll chain your personal finance struggles to the wall so they can't get away. We'll spank your credit score into submission. We'll take you into our offices, shove a ball gag in your mouth, and advise the stock out of your investments. We'll fuck your Susan B. Anthony dollars. We'll dress them in leather and fuck them up. H&R S&M. Now offering limited edition H&R S&M M&Ms and R&B LPs to all new customers.
So hey you, yeah you. Someone told me you wouldn't buy Mediocre Bagel Company's mediocre bagels. Can you believe it? That's what they told me. They said you didn't have the guts to do it. They told me that they dared you to do it, but that you probably wouldn't. He/she/other will probably chicken out, they said. What a wimp. Of course, you could prove me wrong by buying some averagely delicious Mediocre Bagel Company bagels. But I bet you won't. Go on, buy them. I dare you. I triple dog dare you. Psh, that's what I thought.
Super mega ultra spicy super saiyan spicy sauces is spicy super sauces ever spice your face hole. That's right, it tastes kind of like regular salsa, but with pain. Super mega ultra spicy super saiyan spicy salsa punch your mouth, in the face! Exclamation point.
In sports news, I'm sorry, I misread that. In spores news, there is a new mushroom fraternity opening up on campus. I promise they're really fun guys.
In shorts news, short shorts are expediting the process for their owners and have all gone straight to hell this morning. Not the people wearing them. The skimpy, sinful fabric pieces themselves.
In snorts news, some pigs got loose from the UK Ag campus and have been abusing cocaine.
In sports news, Colleen's mother knitted Grant a sport, and it accentuates his legier beauty.
In warts news, Spooky Sam is getting closer and closer to you, Bridget. Watch out!
In courts news, the Supreme Court has declared that snacks are now legal in all U.S. courts as long as they come from Taco Bell. Rumors of bribery by way of Taco Crunch Supremes being sent to the justices are as of yet unconfirmed.
In courts news, we're out of milk. Bridget needs to buy more.
Colonel Studios doesn't have a fridge, Colleen.
I know. In Quarks news, looking you up and down, both your top and bottom have a strange charm about them today, Cindy.
Oh, thanks. Who the fuck's Cindy? Someone get this floozy out of the studio.
In courts news, whoever wrote this bit is fired. Let's go to Wendy with the weather.
The weather on campus this week has an exciting theme, and every bit of it based on some great American literature, including birds, based on Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds, an occasional fire by way of flares aimed at students, based on the oft-banned Fahrenheit 451, and the modern hit novel Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close.
Thanks, Wendy. And now it's time for a bit of romance with our very own Steph.
Hello, everybody. Today I'm going to tell you a little bit about body language. I am, in fact, a body language expert. I received a PhD in extraoral manipulation with a concentration in vibes. First, how to determine his interest. Menfolk are, in general, highly focused, straightforward creatures. In fact, their feet always point straight towards whatever they're interested. Yup, if his feet are pointing in your direction, he's totes into you. To take advantage of this, tie yourself to his feet. If he doesn't seem into it, just cut his feet off and tie them to your own feet. He'll come around eventually. Maybe slowly, because he doesn't have any feet, but he'll come eventually. Now, for giving signals, subtlety is key. If you find yourself to be close to him, reach out and gently grab his nose. Do not let go. Pull it a bit to make sure that his face is his own. You have no idea how many old white men disguise themselves as Spooky Sam disguised as an available man. Oh. Pulling his nose is a subtle, subconscious signal that you are an available female. He can feel it through his sensitive nasal hair filaments. It's also often successful to lightly touch his arm, then grab it more forcefully, then arm wrestle, then throw him to the ground. You win! 10 points to your sweet victory!
Thank you, Steph. And now let's take it away to Madame Briskanoodle with the horoscopes.
Libra. Libra. The stars would like to publish your attraction. You will not meet a sexy herpetologist this week, but rather a sexologist with herpes. Sorry about that. This is awkward. Taurus.
Taurus.
The stars don't have anything to say about you, Taurus. What? You thought your existence in this universe was meaningful in any way? No. Other people's existences are meaningful, but specifically not yours. The stars are being aggressively apathetic about everything having to do with your life. Sorry about that. Virgo.
Virgo.
That is not actually spaghetti you're eating, despite what you may think. That is a dog. You are eating a dog. Not just any dog, but an imaginary one at that. Also, Virgo, you are imaginary. Scorpio. You will hear me read the horoscope for Aquarius. Aquarius. You will be surrounded by a bunch of bloodthirsty badgers closing in on you. You will think that this is the end, but then suddenly you will wake up and realize that it was all a dream. In reality, you're surrounded by a bunch of bloodthirsty super badgers. They're just like normal bloodthirsty badgers, except that their thirst can never be quenched. Leo. You will almost make a mistake this week, Leo. But then, instead of doing that, you won't, and you'll just go on being your usual perfect self. Everything in your life will always be fantastic, because you'll always be fantastic. Sagittarius. You will die a horrible death, by strangulation with a bow, as per usual.
Grant.
What?
Go fuck yourself, Grant.
Okay.
For more news, horoscopes, and other assorted nonsense, our Twitter is an excellent place to be, at UKCOLONEL, or go to our website, theukcolonel.org.
Or follow our sister site at Slugs of UK on Facebook or Twitter. And that's a wrap, motherfuckers.
And that's a rash, Colleen.
The previous segment consisted of satirical content. All references to reality were fictionalized, while personages were fictional, with the exception of public figures whose likenesses were used fictitiously. The opinions expressed in this segment in no way reflect those of the University of Kentucky, the University of Kentucky spelled correctly, Ellie Capri Sun, the Kentucky Colonel with a K, the Supreme Court, Taco Bell,
Alexander Hamilton, Alexander Spamilton, Alex Bursar,
Local singles in your area.
Thomas Jefferson, George Washington, Philip, who was a poet, Eliza, John Adams, Adams John, John Cena, or herpes, or hispies for that matter, or Grant.
Fuck you!
Peggy.